The past few years that we've gone to Tokyo has, no, not really monsoons in Japan though.
The owners meet was really good. I'm terrible at this. Come on, feed me some sort of script here.
Mustache is still symmetrical. Japan Owners Meet in Japan. 2018 marks the 6th, no, but we've had multiple meets in 1 year.
Oh, we learned about kamikaze submarines. If they didn't blow up, you just sat in the submarine until you died.
And went to, and can I get an and?
Oh yeah, and on the way to the meet, we ran into a Japanese biker gang. Yeah, super. They're just sitting there with the rev limiter, just wee wee wee. The food really was the best part.
Fuck. This is the 6th Japan Owners Meet that we've hosted, and in previous years we've paired the event up with Tokyo Auto Salon, which happens in January, and it's always very cold, so a lot of people aren't able to travel, maybe they don't have their wheels on, and we just didn't realize how hot it was going to be. Being from Miami, it's obviously very warm year-round, but Japan definitely had a beat. It was way hotter than any of us expected, but it brought everybody out from all over the country as far as 1,200 kilometers away. This year it was me, Jav, Kat, and Keenan, and we flew straight from Miami into Tokyo, spent a day in the city, went out to a nice dinner, and then hopped in the van and drove down to Shizuoka with Yuki and shot some rolling shots along the way. A big brick courtyard?
First of all, courtyard, yeah. That's
We've been here before. We've had the event here a couple times, and it's a really cool venue because it's right next to the water. There's ships going in and out. Mount Fuji is usually in the background, but clouds were there this year. And it's got a really cool mezzanine that goes around the whole space, so you're able to get a very unique vantage point of the entire event, see all the cars from one point. And Yuki and his team set up a stage and had music and giveaways and games and dancers, things like that throughout the day. And it was just really nice to see everybody come out, and definitely changed the dynamic being in the middle of the summer instead of the dead of winter. This year's Owners Meet had over 100 people, or 100 cars, way more people than that, and it was really cool to see such a huge group because usually being in the winter, people don't want to drive as much. It's a lot colder, so walking around in frigid temperatures is not as enjoyable, although the heat was not super enjoyable either. But it was nice to see so many cars come from such far distances, and the LC500, which was my favorite car of the event, actually traveled like 800 or 1,200 kilometers each way just to come for the Vossen Owners Meet. So that was really neat. We were really excited to see that car in person after seeing a couple snaps of it on the internet.
Sit down.
Yeah, being Keenan's first time in Japan would be really valuable, especially because he looked so f***ing America. Bandana, sunglasses. Non-sunburned stripe across his forehead. Hashtag White People Wednesday.
Because sweat was dripping down my face into my eyes, so I had a bandana with me. It was actually Tito's vodka bandana. Gotta say, it was pretty nerve-wracking. Playing the Japanese rock, paper, scissors. Sorry, I forgot the name, Yuki. Yeah, no, pretty nerve-wracking. I don't like stages. So yeah, I mean, Yuki was great. The whole owners meet was great. Seeing 100+ cars was pretty damn awesome, and some really amazing builds. Like, some guys drive like 6, 8, 10 hours to get there, which is kind of crazy just for a one-day show.
Just like every other year that we've gone to Japan for an owners meet, we end up shooting a few cars, both at the meet and then afterwards. And this year we met up with the guys from Hamano one day at the Hayama Marina and shot their Lexus RX and Lexus LS500. The RX was on the new HF2 wheel, and the LS500 was on the Vossen forged S1701, which is the forged wheel that inspired the HF2. So it was kind of cool to see two Lexuses, both from Hamana, on the forged and hybrid forged versions of the same design. Following day, we stayed in Tokyo and met up with Lexon, who brought out the LC500 and LS500 again, another LS500. And that was a little bit more interesting because we went to a temple where the LC500 was blessed, I guess, and it's a fairly rare practice in Japan from what Yuki was telling me. Only 5 to 10% of new car owners do this, but the idea is that by having the car blessed, it wards off, like maintenance issues and wrecks and anything bad that could happen. So as usual, we had a fantastic time in Japan. We all really loved the culture. It was fun to see Keenan go for the first time and experience everything that Tokyo had to offer, and a couple other cities that he traveled to after that. And as always, we're looking forward to the next trip.